Guys, there's no doubt about it. Thibaut Courtois is still the best goalkeeper right now. Did you see him last season in the Champions League? He was unbeatable, especially in the final against Manchester City. The saves he made one after another. Just wow! He basically won us the title.
Yeah, Courtois had a great season, but I think Edison is still better when it comes to playing with the ball at his feet. City plays out from the back, and Edison is like a third centre-back sometimes. He can ping long passes across the field. That's something Courtois doesn't do as well.
I have to admit, Courtois was insane last season, but Marc-Andre ter Stegen is on another level when it comes to consistency. He's been at the top of his game for years. This season, he's already saved us in La Liga with some ridiculous stops. And he's so calm under pressure. He rarely makes mistakes.
Ter Stegen and Ederson are great, but Juventus has had a tradition of world-class keepers, and Wojciech Szczęsny is up there for me. After replacing Buffon, he stepped up big time. He's solid, dependable, and doesn't get enough credit. Plus, we all know how tough Serie A is defensively.
I think Gianluigi Donnarumma is still underrated. He's only 25, but he's already won the Euros with Italy and was named player of the tournament. He's got a bright future, and with him, PSG's defense has looked more stable this season. He's tall, commanding, and has those cat-like reflexes. And remember, he took over from Keylor Navas.
Real Madrid has had so many great defenders, but I have to talk about Sergio Ramos. I know he's no longer with us, but his leadership, his goals, and his defensive skills were second to none. No one forgets his header in the 2014 Champions League final. It's iconic.
Ramos had a habit of scoring in finals, I'll give him that. But Gerard Piqué was the heart of Barcelona's defense for over a decade. He was so intelligent on the pitch, always in the right place. He's also won everything: World Cup, Euros, Champions League, and La Liga multiple times. His understanding with the likes of Puyol and Mascherano made Barcelona so hard to break down.
Come on, guys. Ruben Dias has been a game-changer for Manchester City. Since he arrived, our defense has been rock solid. He's a leader on the field, always organizing the back line. Remember, he helped us to our first ever Champions League title last season. He's tough, fast, and great with the ball.
I have to mention the legendary Juventus duo of Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini. Even at their age, they were beasts at the back, and they played a huge part in Italy's Euro 2020 win. They're not the fastest, but their positioning and experience made them unbeatable in one-on-one situations. Juventus's success in Serie A is largely thanks to them.
PSG has had some top defenders too, and Marquinhos is definitely one of the best. He's versatile, can play both as a center-back and a defensive midfielder, and he's a leader. He's been with us through all the ups and downs, and he always performs in big games. I remember how he kept Neymar quiet when Brazil played PSG in a friendly.
Barcelona's midfield has always been legendary. We had Xavi and Iniesta, but now we have to talk about Frankie de Jong, who is stepping up big time. He has the vision and the technical ability to control the game. It's exciting to see how he's developing.
But we can't forget about Emma Modric. The guy is 38 and he's still pulling the strings in midfield like he's in his prime. His outside-of-the-foot passes are a thing of beauty. And let's not forget, he won the Ballon d'Or in 2018. He's played a huge role in Real's Champions League wins.
Kevin De Bruyne is on another level. He's the best playmaker in the world. His vision, passing range, and ability to score from outside the box make him City's most important player. He can find a pass no one else sees, and when he's missing, we feel it. Just look at the assists he's given to Haaland this season.
With Marco Verratti gone, we have to rely on Warren Zaire-Emery. He's young and full of potential, but we'll see how he performs under pressure. PSG's midfield will be different without Verratti's creativity and experience.
Juventus has had great midfielders, and Paul Pogba was a star during his first spell with us. He was strong, skillful, and could drive the ball forward like no one else. He hasn't been the same lately due to injuries, but if he can get back to form, he's still one of the best midfielders out there.
Now that Kylian Mbappé has moved to Real Madrid, it's a huge loss for us. But we still have some great attacking talent. I think Ousmane Dembélé can fill the void, but he needs to stay fit and consistent.
Karim Benzema may have left, but we now have Mbappe. His speed is terrifying for defenders, and his finishing is world class. He scored a hat trick in the World Cup final against Argentina. That's just crazy.
I believe Robert Lewandowski is still a goal-scoring machine. Now that he's with Barcelona, he's already showing his quality in La Liga. He scored more than 40 goals every season in the Bundesliga, and now he's doing the same in Spain. His movement and finishing are unreal.
I have to go with Erling Haaland. He's a beast. He's only been at City for a short time, and he's already breaking goal-scoring records. His strength, speed, and finishing make him unstoppable in the box. If he keeps this up, he'll break all sorts of records in the Premier League and Champions League.
At Juventus, Dusan Vlahovic is our next big thing. He's strong, fast, and can score from almost any position. He's still young, but I believe he'll become one of Europe's top strikers soon. He just needs time to develop, and with the right support, he'll shine.
No question. Pep Guardiola is the best coach in the world. He's changed the way football is played with his possession-based style. Everywhere he goes, he wins. At City, he's created a winning machine, and we play the most attractive football in Europe.
Guardiola is good, but Carlo Ancelotti is a genius. He's the only manager to win the Champions League 4 times. He's calm, knows how to manage egos, and he always gets the best out of his players. Last season's Champions League win was a perfect example of his experience and tactical knowledge.
I believe in Hansi Flick. He's shown his quality at Bayern and now has the opportunity to bring success to Barcelona. I'm excited to see what he can do with the talent we have. It's a new era for us.
Luis Enrique is a top coach, and I'm glad we have him at PSG. He's won everything with Barcelona, including the treble, and I think he can finally take us to Champions League glory. He's experienced, knows how to handle big stars, and his tactical flexibility is exactly what PSG needs.
Massimiliano Allegri might not play the most exciting football, but he knows how to win. He's brought stability to Juventus, and his tactics have led us to 2 Champions League finals. We just need a bit of luck to finally get that trophy again.
I'm incredibly proud of Real Madrid's history, especially our 14 Champions League titles. The one that stands out for me is the 2014 final against Atletico Madrid. We were losing until the last minute, and then Ramos scored that equalizer. The whole stadium went wild. We ended up winning 4-1 in extra time. What a comeback!
That's a great memory. But City's triumph in the 2023 Champions League final was something else. After years of trying, We finally did it against Inter Milan. My favourite moment was when Rodri scored the winning goal. The atmosphere was electric, and the celebration felt like all our hard work had paid off.
I'll always cherish Barcelona's 6-1 comeback against PSG in the 2016 Champions League. We were down 4-0 after the first leg, but at Camp Nou, we pulled off the impossible. When Neymar scored that last-minute free kick to complete the comeback, I was in tears. It's one of the greatest matches in football history.
That comeback was incredible, but for me, PSG's run to the final in 2020 was unforgettable. Even though we lost to Bayern, reaching the final after so many years was a huge step for the club. I still remember Marquinhos scoring in the quarter-finals against Atalanta with a last-minute goal. It was pure joy.
I agree with you all about those amazing moments. For Juventus, reaching the Champions League finals in 2015 and 2017 was special, even if we didn't win. The match against Barcelona in 2015 was tough, but my favorite memory is when Cristiano Ronaldo scored that stunning overhead kick in the quarterfinals. Even as a Juventus fan, I couldn't help but applaud that goal. It was a work of art.
For me, the most beautiful goal ever has to be Gareth Bale's bicycle kick in the 2018 Champions League final against Liverpool. The way he connected with the ball was just breathtaking. It was a moment that showcased his incredible talent and power.
That was a great goal, but nothing can compare to Lionel Messi's solo run against Getafe in 2007. He dribbled past 5 defenders, just like Maradona did in 1986. It was like watching magic unfold on the pitch. That goal still gives me chills.
Both are amazing, but I'll never forget Sergio Aguero's last-minute goal against QPR in 2012. That goal won us the Premier League title for the first time in 44 years. I was jumping around my living room. It was pure chaos. It's the most iconic goal in City's history.
I have to say, Neymar's goal against Atalanta in the Champions League last season was pure brilliance. The way he danced around defenders before finishing was magical. It was a game-changer for us and showed his skill in high-pressure moments.
That's a fantastic goal, but I think Dusan Vlahovic's long-range strike against Lazio last season deserves a mention. It was a powerful shot from outside the box that hit the back of the net like a bullet. It's the kind of goal that makes you stand up and cheer.
This has been such a fun conversation. It's great to share our love for football and our teams.
I love hearing everyone's opinions and memories. It just shows how passionate we all are about the game.
Absolutely. No matter which team we support, we all appreciate great football.
Totally agree. I can't wait to see what the next season brings. More unforgettable moments ahead.
Definitely. Let's meet again after the next Champions League final and see whose team comes out on top this time.
Thank you for being with us in this video. Remember that with continuous practice, you will reach the desired level. Learn other words and terms by watching our other videos, and please support us by subscribing, liking, introducing to your friends.